and welcome everybody to one of my favorite segments of the Showroom Presents. We're here with actress Holly Robinson Peete, and you know her from 21 Jump Street and Hanging with Mr. Cooper, but she's not here as an actress today. She's here as a concerned mom about nutrition for her kids. And Holly, welcome to the Showroom Presents.
Thank you for having me.
Now, it's final season, and we need to make sure the kids are fueled properly. I mean, there's exams coming up, and we always want to make sure our kids get a good start to their day anyway. So tell us about your involvement. You're a spokesperson on kids eating better and getting a good start in the morning. Is that correct?
I am. I mean, but first and foremost, like you said, I'm a mom with 4 kids, 2 high schoolers, a 6th grader and a 3rd grader. And one of my biggest challenges is getting them to eat in the morning and getting them to understand that they got to fuel their bodies just like a car. You got to put gas in the tank or you're going to run out. And you know how kids are. They have their own, they have their own rules. So what I try to do is, well, first of all, really reiterate to them that children who eat breakfast before they go to school or go to school with a full belly will do better. And research shows that eating breakfast improves your math scores and vocabulary scores and your memory. So you got to try to get that instilled in them, and you know, but with final season coming up and all the pressure that's on a lot of these high schoolers to get good grades, got to make sure that they're loaded up and fueled for success.
You know, Holly, as a parent, you're going to agree with me. You have a little bit of control in the morning. You lose control at lunchtime because they're at school, or in the summertime with friends. And at dinner time, try to get everybody to sit down at the same time is sometimes a big challenge because of, you know, sports after school and all that. So I'm going to assume you are like me. You're saying breakfast is probably the most important meal of the day in terms of starting it right.
Oh, I couldn't have said it better myself. It is not only the most important meal, but it's the one meal that you kind of still have some control over. And it's so important to make sure that they get that fuel in them, that they get up and running, protein, minerals, vitamins, get the things that they need. Because you're right, lunch, you don't know what they're going to do, especially the high schoolers. They may go off campus and you don't know what they're going to eat. Dinner, you're right, everyone's, you know, practicing and sports and homework and you name it. These kids are so overscheduled these days. They're doing so much. So it's hard to get everybody to sit down. So breakfast is that time where you have some control, and we want to make sure they go to school prepared.
Well, give some parents some advice, not just as a mom, but as a spokesperson dedicated to making sure your kids get a good start in the morning. What do you say to the parents struggling with their kids that they just can't quite get a good start for them, a balanced meal?
Well, I would say to engage your kids in their own health. Have them make their own choices. Take them to the supermarket. Have them look at foods and read labels and look at situations and that they can feel like they're being proactive in their own health. That's so important. And then it's preparation. You know, the night before, what do you got going tomorrow? You have a field trip? You have a final exam, a track meet? What's happening, and how can you prepare yourself for that situation? And so I think when they start to become more involved themselves and start to plan ahead and be prepared, that really helps. And finally, look, if you're not eating right and they see that you're not, they're not going to. That's just the bottom line. They do as we do, not as we say. And so
well, you know,
if you're running and just grabbing some coffee and a Danish, that's not going to set the right example.
Well, the other thing I realized, they can't eat junk food if you don't bring it home. I mean, they can't eat junk food at home if you don't bring it home.
That is so key. If it's not there, they can't eat it. So you have to keep it filled. You know, around the time of like Halloween and birthday parties, whenever, you know, that stuff accumulates, junk comes in the house, and you find that, you know, they just start grabbing at it because it's right there. So you're absolutely right. If it's not there and it's not healthy, they're not going to touch it. So that's good.
Well, Holly, what are your favorite breakfast foods? And I'm sure some of them you're going to name me are foods that will appeal to the kids too. But what are some of your favorite suggestions?
Well, I really do love English muffins that are whole wheat, whole grain English muffins. They really, when you put them in the toaster, they toast up really crispy. You can put butter or almond butter on there, and sometimes a little honey. That's really delicious. Greek yogurt is terrific because you can mix fresh fruit in with it. And then, of course, I am a spokesperson for Carnation Breakfast Essentials, and I love that stuff because it really does help you, especially the kids on the go, get the protein, vitamins, and minerals they need. But there are so many options. We like hard-boiled eggs, sugar, cereal that's not so loaded down with sugar, granola. There's so many options now. And like I said, take the kids to the store, have them pick out a cereal that's low in sugar, have them pick out something that they want to eat.
Well, when my kids were living at home and going to high school and college, Carnation Instant Breakfast, I know I'm not a spokesperson for them, but it was always in the cupboard, quite frankly.
I grew up with it. I grew up with it, and it's great stuff. And it's called Breakfast Essentials now, right? When I was growing up, it was Carnation Instant Breakfast, and it's a great way to sort of get what you need, quick, fast, on the go. That I have that third grader who's really my finicky guy, and Carnation Breakfast Essentials has been really helpful for him.
Well, it tastes good too. I mean, that's nice. Okay, and you can grab it. I mean, I still promote whole foods every chance I get, and but make some eggs and, like you said, the whole grain English muffin, fantastic. Make them up crispy, and they're really good.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was really no problem. I always felt good if they had something nutritious and balanced, and a shake like that in the morning, is a great substitute when you can't sit down and eat a full breakfast.
That's right, and the reality is that a lot of times you just can't. Kids get up late, something happens, they were up late doing their homework, whatever. So if they can grab and go, that's always good. And especially if you go to CarnationBreakfastEssentials.com, there are recipes on how to soup that up, put fresh fruits in, and make these smoothies and make them real nutritious for your kids.
Oh, that's really nice. So it's not just about their product, but also about balanced eating too. That's really nice of Carnation to make sure they do that. That's very good.
There's some good tips that you'll see some of my morning madness tips on that website too.
All right, wonderful. Well, Holly, listen, it's been a delight having you here. Okay, any more plans in the future? Are you more involved in being a mom and taking care of the kids and making sure they get a good start in life? And is there new things for you on the horizon?
Right now, I am really focused on them because I hear this empty nesting sneaks up on you, and then you can't go back and get that time back. So I'm really focused on that. But I'm doing other TV jobs, little TV things here and there. I just don't want to do anything that's going to take me away too long from them.
Wonderful. Okay. So you got the greatest job in the world at the moment as mom, and I think that's wonderful.
Right. Thank you so much.
Don, you call that showing off?
How about the dazzling diamond deals we're showing off at the Showroom on Union? Diamond engagement rings.
Diamond band.
Diamond anniversary.
Diamond fashion.
Diamonds, and more diamonds.
All at a fraction of the pricey stores.
And buy with confidence because all Showroom diamonds will come with a Gem Lab certificate as requested, guaranteeing natural diamonds of value. Don't forget, we feature GIA certified diamonds.
Showing off great diamonds and great deals every day.
At Airport Plaza Jewelers, the Showroom on Union.